Yes, it is Friday, but Sundays are coming, and we're looking forward to that. But today we continue our devotional time taken from the Gospel of John, chapter 4, verses 1 through 42, a rather lengthy dialogue between Jesus and a woman of Samaria that he encounters at Jacob's well as he and his disciples have left the area of Judah and are traveling towards Galilee. And it is there that this remarkable conversation unfolds, and what insight it gives to us regarding the depth of Christ's forgiveness, his enablement to live free in him, and what it teaches us about his grace. Jesus has asked her for a drink as she arrives at the well. She quickly identifies the fact that you're a Jew and I'm a Samaritan woman. Why are you asking me for a drink? That was very, very unusual. Would not normally ever happen, and we've talked about the conflicts between the Samaritans and the Jews of that day. And then Jesus says to her, kind of intriguing observation, if you only knew the gift God has for you and who I am, you would ask me, and I would give you living water. And this is her reply to that observation by Jesus. She says, "But sir, you don't have a rope or a bucket, and this is a very deep well. Where would you get this living water? And besides, are you greater than our ancestor Jacob, who gave us this well? How can you offer better water than he and his sons and his cattle enjoyed?" Well, her curiosity keeps the question open. And although her words have kind of an edge of sarcasm, the feelings are now mixed between desperation and hope. Jesus has gained enough of her trust to permit her to seek the common historical ground that they shared with their forefather Jacob. Further evidence of her intelligence is revealed by her precise response to the content of Jesus' statement in the form of two questions of her own. How can you satisfy my need? She is requesting. And who are you to make this claim? The conversation continues. Jesus was leading her gently, and she was urging him on. Jesus then replies, "People soon become thirsty again after drinking this water, but the water I give them takes away thirst altogether. It becomes a perpetual spring within them, giving them eternal life." So Jesus presses the analogy. He crosses the boundary between the woman's physical and spiritual needs. He defined living water as eternally thirst-quenching and life-giving. In response to her question at this point in their conversation, Jesus identifies himself as the giver of living water, but the source is within the person after they receive it. The woman, "Please, sir, give me some of that water. Then I'll never be thirsty again, and I won't have to come here to draw water." Her skeptical questions and initial sarcasm had changed to "sir." The woman's recognition that she was in the presence of authority. Although she could not yet make the full transition from physical to spiritual water, she did confess the dreariness of her existence. More importantly, she expressed her willingness to trust this stranger. This is a remarkable conversation, and Jesus gently leads this woman toward a remarkable experience. And we are grateful for that as we read it. When I put myself in that story, and I try to extract from it that which would be helpful for me in my day and time. I guess I need to ask myself the question, Lon, do you trust Him fully to provide the living, life-quenching water that you need? Are you willing to receive all that Jesus has for you? Not to become a congenial Christian, but to become a passionate believer, an experiencer of His eternal water. It's a remarkable experience, and it's not over yet. But we're grateful that Jesus has found a way to identify this woman's need initially in her mind and in her heart. And He knows what it is, and He is gently leading her now towards some incredible conclusions. And it'll be a difficult conversation, as we'll discover, but it will come to a place of great acceptance on her part and profound change in her life because of who Jesus is and what He offers to her. Remember that He not only offered Himself to this woman, the spiritual water that He speaks about here, but He offers Himself to us daily, that we too might not try to satisfy our thirst with the things of this world, but satisfy our thirst in what He provides for us. I'm so grateful. I give thanks to the Lord for all He has done, and I believe you do as well. I came across a song that the Gaither Band sings, and it features David Phelps. The name of the song is There is a River. I encourage you to go to YouTube and listen to it and take in the emotional impact of what it must have meant for this woman to be right on the edge of experiencing the life-giving water that only Jesus can provide. Thank you for joining me. May the Lord bless you.